Today I want to talk about a safer alternative to Adderall. What is Adderall? Well, it's a medication that creates various effects. It improves the symptoms of ADHD. They use it for narcolepsy. Many college students use this as a study aid to help them concentrate and focus. It's also used by athletes to improve their performance, but it comes with a package. It has some slight minor side effects. It can cause insomnia, high blood pressure, high pulse rate, Raynaud's phenomena, which is a situation where you're losing circulation in your fingertips. They become like almost blue because there's lack of circulation. A lot of GI issues, nosebleeds. They can decrease your libido. They can increase your anxiety and even cause psychosis, okay? And that would be like paranoia, delusions, things like that. And on top of that, it's highly addictive. So coming off of that is not very easy. And so Adderall increases two neurotransmitters, mainly dopamine and noradrenaline. There's an alternative that you can use that's pretty effective, that has virtually no side effects. So you might want to try this. It's called Mucuna pruriens, or velvet bean, because it's actually a legume. And what it does is it increases L-DOPA, which then turns into dopamine. Now the thing about L-DOPA, which is kind of a precursor, is L-DOPA can cross the blood-brain barrier and create the effects that you need. And it has some really interesting, cool effects. It can increase your focus and your concentration. It decreases brain fog. It can increase your capacity for learning, increases your memory, your mood. It decreases stress, and it's neuroprotective. So it actually can protect the neurons of your brain. Now, I would recommend taking this 4 days in a row and then 3 days off. 4 days on, 3 days off. So you cycle it. Because anytime you're taking a medication or an herb that is affecting the neurotransmitters consistently, there could be a little bit of resistance in those receptors. Now, this is another point I want to bring up that's very important. I think this remedy would really work a lot better if you corrected your diet. And the diet that I'm talking about is a healthy version of keto and intermittent fasting, and I'm going to tell you why. Because with anything, whether it's medication or a natural remedy, you're usually treating a symptom. But the big question is, why would you need Adderall in the first place? What's going on? What aren't you getting from your diet? What types of food or what eating plan do you need to support the brain, your ability to concentrate, your ability to learn, to be really sharp, be creative? And that would be the following. Number one, you want to feed your brain ketones instead of just glucose. That's why you need to get on the ketogenic diet. Another thing that would be very important is to start taking ketones directly. Now, you can take them in a supplement. They're very expensive. It's called exogenous ketones. A less expensive way to do it would be to just do MCT oil. Start making the bulletproof coffee. Take that in the morning. And then don't eat breakfast, because fasting is very beneficial to your brain. And it can help sharpen the brain. It can help cognitive improvements as well as mood improvements. B1 is essential for anyone who has ADHD. I would highly recommend you get that in the form of nutritional yeast. You will feel a difference within probably 5 minutes of taking that. Aerobic exercise, vital, lots of oxygen. The more exercise, the better for the brain. In fact, I did a whole video on the relationship to exercise and what it does to your brain. I'll put that link down below. Vitamin D, especially from the sun, very beneficial for your brain and also for ADHD and narcolepsy. Most people are deficient in vitamin D. An average person minimally needs 10,000 IUs of vitamin D3. Next thing is to reduce your EMF. What is that? It stands for electromagnetic fields that come from your cell phone that you hold next to your brain or you have wired into your ear, which you're driving all sorts of current. That does not help your brain focus. So if you're unfamiliar with that, I put a link down below. Check that out. But the last thing I want to talk about, and I mentioned this briefly, is fasting. Fasting will make your brain focus so much better than this 6 meals a day. So you want to work up to 2 meals, no snacks. I show you how to do that in my link down below. You're going to see significant improvements in brain energy when you start implementing fasting. All right, thanks so much for watching. Hey, before you go, If you're benefiting from any of my content, I would love to hear about your success story. Please share it in the link down below.